Good morning. Let's do sports here on the AM show with me, Muftau Nabila Abdullah, President of the Ghana Football Association. Okraku says that the football government has been very proactive when it comes to strategies to ensure that there are fans patronizing Ghana football. According to him, the Ghana Football Association wants every single stadium organizing or hosting Ghana Premier League matches to be filled to capacity.
You would accept the fact that the fan is an important partner of football, for which reason any football association whatsoever, wherever, must be interested in the active consumption of football by the people who love football. And in our country, I want to see all our stadia full on every match day. And I would want to believe that every club owner in the country also wants the same to happen. That's why it's so important for our clubs to engage in a lot of fan-related activities, to ensure that they keep the fans with them, to ensure that they reawaken the passive fans, and to ensure that the very active ones are also kept alive. But in saying this, it's also important for the Football Association to also roll out strategies that will also ensure that the fan is interested in domestic football. And I think that in the last few weeks, your Football Association, our Football Association, has been quite proactive in our own way in getting fans much closer to the sport. I know that we still have a lot more work to do, but collectively, we all have a role to play. And we have to play.
Okraku there speaking. And talking about fans getting to the stadium to throw their weight behind their various teams. Tanobo Fuakwa, they have made a return to the Ghana Premier League for the first time in 16 years. But where would they be playing their football next season? Because the facility which was used to host their Division 1 League matches is not up to the standard required to host Premier League matches. Well, Bono Regional Minister has been calling for support from various stakeholders in the region to ensure that the club is able to play their matches at the Sunyani Coronation Park. There's more in the following report.
To the Zone 1 slot in the playoff match in Accra. The team was hugely welcomed in Sunyani, where they presented the trophy to the Tanoso and Sunyani traditional councils, Bono Regional Minister, the Regional Chief Imam, and the general public. But beyond the qualification is the issue of an acceptable venue to play their home games. The Sunyani Coronation Park comes to mind, a venue that requires a facelift. Foster Opoku Boache is the Bono Regional Director of Sports Authority.
It is being on record that we need to actually attend to the state of the Coronation Park. There are a whole lot of things that we intend to do. As I speak, the immediate attention that we need is for us to have a new dressing room, and we work on the pitch as well as the inner perimeter. It is an additional responsibility to myself and my team as well as the people of Bono region. But we are trying to put measures in place to ensure that all these things are put so that by the beginning of the season, Bofakwa will play their first match at the Coronation Park.
Bono Regional Minister Justina Osu-Banahini assured the teaming fans of serious steps to help improve the Coronation Park.
Board members and the management, the first point of call.
Together with the board and management members, we will call on the sports minister to come to our aid, having secured the qualification. All 12 members of parliament in the region, whether in opposition or position, will also have to join others to help. While you bring trips of sand, I bring cement. Others donate different items. And then together, we will be moving forward.
In the dressing room, safe zone, perimeter, press center, and a pitch.
We will add all. I had discussions with the sports director before the win, and we will pull resources together as an assembly and the regional coordinating council to do the needful. She also urged the players to continue to show commitment to their work. The work is about commitment and the ability to listen to the advice of your leaders. This is how the Asamoah Giants started. So be patient and committed and tell yourself that you are also working for your community and the country. And with that, we can make progress. Precious Semevo, Joy Sports, Sunyai.
So what would it take for Tanobo Fuakwa not to get relegated after returning to the top flight? Well, a head coach of the team, Fusina Abubakar, the man who supervised that success of securing qualification back to the top flight of Ghana's football after more than a decade and a half, says that the club would have to be financially strong.
Playing Ghana Premier League, you have to be financially sound. If financially you are not sound, it will be difficult. Because I worked with Wonders last season. Because of financially, things went wrong. That's why we went to relegation. So since now I'm with Bofo, I'm pleading with them. If they don't have the means, if they will find someone who will support them, or who will, who will support them and invest, it will help. But if there's no money there, it will be very difficult for us.
But the players you have, do you think they need to add up, or the players you have are good to compete?
Okay, the players, they are good. As my striker is saying, we play against Adriana Stars. They are the league leaders. Bechim, they are among the top. Kotoko, great team. Wonders. Those we played with yesterday, almost 70 to 80% are premier. And we are in our team, 99% haven't tasted the premier before. But if you are in the park, you will see how they perform. So giving them to maintain the core of the team and beef off with only like 2, 3, 4 players, we can make it.
Fusina Abubakar there speaking to Joy Sports. He does not have the qualification to lead the club as his head coach. It means that Tanobo Fuakwa will need to get a coach with a CAF license A. But let's move on and talk about the Black Stars now. And they will be coming up against Madagascar on June 18 in their 5th match of the ongoing African Cup of Nations qualifiers 2023. Former captain of the team, Asamoah Gyan, has been speaking to Joy Sports, and he says that Chris Hughton's major challenge in this international window is the fact that many of the players dropped in form, and especially in the latter part of the European season, and he believes that it's going to be a major challenge for the head coach.
Experienced coach, is somebody who is, I think, suitable for the national team. He started quite well. He's doing what he had to do. He's a very, very good coach, and everything will depend on him. And a bit worried because this later stages of the league, you saw players from dropping, which is a bit worry. So but when you come to the national team, it's a different thing altogether. And I'm sure they've played for quite a long time, and then they know how to just do everything together. Everything is okay, but I'm a bit worried about this recent form that our players are having. And as I said, with the national team, it's a different thing. They can come and prove themselves. And when you talk about Chris has done what he had to do. It depends on the players, it depends on the management and the support from Ghanaians to just deliver.
And Asamoah Gyan, his Baby Jet Under-16 tournament kicks off today in Cape Coast. We've had a conversation with him, and we'll be sharing with you what he makes of that competition and why it is important to go down to the grassroots level for the next generation of players of his ilk. Now, truth and boxing now, and the Black Bombers, their head coach, Ofuria Asare, has called for support to ensure that he's able to prepare the team for this year's World Championships and also the next edition of the Africa Games to be staged in Ghana, March next year. He spoke to my colleague, Nathaniel Atto.
Well, I think as for the what I want, I would say I want a lot, numerous.
Like?
I want us to be in camp, preparing for the African Games, especially. And I know the Ghana Olympic Committee are also planning for the camping for the Olympics Games as well, but it's not yet here. Maybe we need to qualify before we can get access to that program. For now, the GBF or the Boxing Federation is doing marvelously well, even though it is not a camping, a residential camping, non-residential camping, but the bosses are more committed and they respond to the training program every day. But the bad side is that they get tired and some of them will go home. Maybe they may not get a better place to rest or something. You know, those who do boxing in Ghana, you know their background. Sometimes where you live, maybe you are sleeping with a whole lot of people. They cannot give you that kind of freedom to enjoy as it to be like when we are in camping on our own. So I wish we have support in terms of camping so that they can rest, they can eat well, control their food properly, because you know dietary is very, very important in terms of developing their fitness for competition. So we need to control their intake, their food. We need to at least get them some vitamins alongside. Even though we are doing something alongside, sometimes President Christ, they give out some money, we buy vitamins for them. But we can do more.
We'll have to do more for the Black Bombers to be in good shape to represent the country in major competitions that are coming up later this year.